Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and this is Chantal. Thank you guys and welcome. In today's video I'll be sharing my 3 to 5 year goals that I've been thinking about, that I've written down in my journal, and I hope to achieve these goals in the allotted time. So my main goal, of course, I'm in grad school, so my main goal is, of course, to receive my Ph.D. and to transition, hopefully, to a professor. But to get there, I would have to start off as first an assistant professor, which is like the beginning level professors at colleges and universities, and then transition from assistant professor to associate professor, where it's like a mid-level professor, and then finally you can transition to a professor where you're seen as an expert in your field and you do research and such. So that is my end goal, to be a professor. And why do I want to become a professor? I've been greatly inspired, motivated, and set on this path because I've encountered wonderful professors along the way. I had amazing mentors through undergrad, even in high school. I can remember even in high school I had wonderful chemistry professor, biology professors, and they inspired me to go into science, and they cultivated my love for learning and also my love for discovery. So definitely I would want to pass that on to a future student, and I'd also like to motivate students who they might not think it is possible, whether it be where they're coming from, their background, and just how life has dealt with them. So I definitely want students or anybody looking on to say like, oh, if Chantal can make it, therefore I can make it. So definitely that's one of my major reasons for going into teaching. And I also think that sometimes in higher level professorship, there is a lack of representation, whether it be immigrant representation or persons of color, especially at the higher level, being a professor. So that will definitely be one of my goals, to be there and be present. And I'll be looking at my notes as usual. And moving on to another major goal of mine is to start my own business. I'm not sure as yet what that business idea will look like. I am currently brainstorming, and hopefully I will come up with something that is not oversaturated, but there's a need for that area or that specific business, and definitely that would be awesome. So recently I found out that there is a website called allison.com, and they offer free classes. One of the classes was how to create your business, create a business model, business plan. So I intend to take one of those classes, so that will definitely be good. And another goal of mine is, as always, to travel the world, as I would say, but just travel more and go to different places that I haven't been to. So hopefully in this upcoming 3 years, starting from now, I'll get to go to Bali. Bali is like one of my like dream places to go, which is very, I don't know how, or I kind of know what inspired Bali. So during COVID time when everybody was like inside and of course lacking and yearning to be outside, I would watch videos and I saw this very inspiring female who she moved from New York. She's like 23. She had her own business. She moved from New York, moved to Bali, was in the process of making this beautiful home for herself. It was just inspiring, and also seeing how loving and welcoming the people of Bali was. So it's really good to see that. So definitely wanting to go to Bali and go to Japan. I have a really close friend that is from Japan, and I would definitely want to go see her. That would be good. And on another like goal that I have set for myself is to hopefully buy a new car. I don't think I've ever owned like a new like off the lot car. I've in the past saved and I kind of gotten within my means at that level, but it would be nice to have like a new car off the lot that is definitely a safe car. And some of these things sometimes seem very on the surface and very materialistic, but I honestly think that we deserve to have wonderful things, and there is nothing wrong with having or aspiring to have like material things. And also one of my other goals is to save somehow to get a new house or to own a house. I've never owned a house. I've just lived in apartments or lived with my parents. So definitely would be nice to be able to like pay down for a house. So with setting all these goals, I've been like listening to podcasts and also like reading a little bit, and it says like in setting these goals I need to take actionable tips or steps. And the reason why I'm sharing my goals is because sometimes we keep things inside, and it's good to like just saying it out into the world actually has a powerful effect that you're manifesting these things to come to pass, and just letting others know that it's okay to want more and to want nice things, and even transition wanting to become a Ph.D. student, especially as a first generation immigrant. It is good to want to break certain generational habits or generational misfalls, and also aspire to have generational wealth. I think that it's okay to not just always be humble and be in the side, but it's okay to want and to have wonderful things like everybody else. So that's good. And so a recent a recent thing that popped up on like my YouTube. I follow this YouTube, I'll link it in the description, this YouTube channel called Journey with the Hintons. And in this he talked about how that you can earn maybe $100 per hour doing like readings for something that's called Audible, Audible, AUDIBLE. And I'm not too sure how many countries do it. I know she mentioned that America, UK, and Canada, so I'm not sure if it reaches further than that. but you can basically audition. So you read a certain, like a preset, like a part of whatever book or article you're supposed to like read, and if you get the part, you'll get paid hourly, starting from 100, or it could be more. So that's definitely something that I'm looking into, because as a grad student, you know, we have to try to find means to come up with good passive ways of gaining income while being able to study and also do research. So thank you guys for listening, and I appreciate you guys watching my videos, liking and also commenting, and if you feel compelled, subscribing. And please let me know in the comments what other videos you like to see. And thank you guys again, and I love you.